welcome to today's video. This video is part 2 of a series of videos I'm going to be making about my car, and today I'm going to be talking about a few things I hate about my car. Now, hate is a strong word, so 3 of them I dislike, 2 of them I would like to change. So we'll start with those. The 2 things I'd like to change about my car are the paint. I chose black. I wish I didn't. It's probably the one thing that annoys me the most about my car, because not only is it really hard to keep clean, it also is very hard to keep the paint in good condition. So because I live in the countryside, a lot of the roads around here are dirty, which means I have to clean the car frequently, which then means that I'm taking it to, quick and easy car washes, and they don't always kind of deep clean the paint. I could have helped myself by getting like some paint protection film or something like that, but I just didn't think to do it, and this car would definitely benefit from a full detail, but I think it's probably a bit too late now. So with my next car, I'm definitely not choosing black. The other thing I'd like to change about this car are the wheels. So sometimes I think the wheels look a bit small, and I did record some clips to include, which I'll do now, but because the car's clean, it doesn't look so bad. But when the car is dirty, the wheels look really small. And these aren't the 19s, these are just the standard 18-inch wheels that come with this car. So I think I probably would have chosen the 19 inches. Only because of this car being a sportback do I think sometimes they look a bit small with the extra doors on the back. Both of those aren't really kind of end of the world problems. They by no means make me dislike the car, but those are the 2 things I'd probably change if I could. Now, the other 3 are things that do actually really piss me off. They annoy me more than I hate them. But the main one is the turbo lag, and also the lag in gear changes. So the turbo lag can be quite frustrating when you're driving up a hill, for example. The car doesn't recognise that you're on a hill, or at least my car doesn't. So you'll put your foot down a bit more because you'll be in, you'll be in 4th gear, for example, and the car will just wind out rather than actually changing gear. And the lag it's kind of like there's a bit of a dead zone in the accelerator, so you put your foot down, nothing happens for a few seconds, and then all of a sudden your kind of face is peeling off. Obviously it's not that fast, but you get the idea. And the gear changes, not only are there occasional delays in changing up, but there are also major delays in changing down. So if I need to quickly dart off around a corner, or if I'm at a roundabout and I want to exit the roundabout as quickly as possible, the car doesn't change down. So instead, you're again in 4th gear, you approach a roundabout, you try and turn quickly, and the car will just carry on in 4th. Now, my workaround to that is to drive the car in manual, so I just kind of flick the gearbox over and drive it in manual instead, using the paddles, which is fine, but sometimes those can be a bit unresponsive too. So if I approach a roundabout and I change down using the paddle, what can occasionally happen is the car will also change down. So if I'm in 4th and I want to change down to 3rd, the car's also changing down, which means I'm then in 2nd and I'm revving out looking like a fucking twat in the middle of a high street or in the middle of a busy street. The other thing that really annoys me about the car is the bumpy ride. Now, I did touch on this in my previous video, completely my own fault. I didn't choose Audi's magnetic ride. Instead, I went for the drive select. And I like driving the car in dynamic because I like the weighted steering wheel. I like having the valves open, etc. But the suspension is solid, so you feel every single bump. And sometimes, especially around here, if the roads are really bumpy, the car almost bounces like it's on air, so it just bounces along. And that can be quite frustrating, especially if you've got like a McDonald's Coke or a coffee or something and it's just fucking going all over the place. And just from a comfort, purely based on comfort, it's really uncomfortable sometimes, especially on long journeys. If, you know, I'm driving up to Leicester or if I'm driving to Wales or wherever it may be, I'm feeling all of those bumps for like 2-3 hours. And when you get out of the car, sometimes I feel like my body's been through a, you know, workout. It's just a bit full on sometimes. So I can't say that it's something that annoys me about the car in general, because like I said, it's almost my own fault by me not choosing the magnetic ride, but it's definitely something I would go back and change. And if you're considering buying an S car or an RS car, please do make sure that you look into that option. It is quite expensive. I think for this car it was about $2.5 grand, and at the time I just didn't really know whether it was worth it or not, so I just decided not to. But I think now I probably would go back and choose it if I could. Okay, so the last thing, and this is going to sound really like what did you expect, but is the miles per gallon. Now, I don't own this car to get the best miles per gallon, so I don't expect to get kind of 55-60 miles per gallon or anything crazy like that, but apparently this car will get 35 miles per gallon combined. I just don't get that. I've never got that. I think the highest miles per gallon I've got on average is about 19. I think it's to do with the roads I'm driving on. My drive to work is predominantly country lanes, so I'm not able to get kind of a consistent drive in. I can't drive at a consistent speed around all of the country lanes, so I am a bit of a victim to that. But even on the motorway or on A roads, I just don't get anywhere close to 30. I think the highest I've probably ever got is 25. It's not a deal breaker. And I think what you can probably gather is that when I set out to make this video, I made a list of the things that bother me. And I sat back and thought, Jesus, you know, there isn't really that much. So I've created a top 5. It is a bit of a reach. I think overall I love this car, so it was hard for me to try and find things that I hate. And I'm not sure that I hate any of them, but they definitely annoy me. And those are the paint, the size of the wheels, the stiffness of the ride, the lag overall, turbo lag, the lag in changing gears, and the miles per gallon. Those are my top 5 things that I hate about this car. Now you might be wondering why I'm not driving and recording this. Well, I'm using my bigger camera to record this because the audio is always much better. That other camera, my little point and shoot camera, makes me sound like Pee Wee Herman. And I've got a weird voice, but that like exacerbates it. So I'm using this and it doesn't fit in the car. Like I haven't got a good enough mount to hold this onto the window. And the footage is always a bit bumpy, and I don't know, I'm just not really a fan of how that footage turns out. I was actually going to delete the previous video and re-record it because I didn't like the in-car shots I had, but it was getting some decent views, so I kept it up. But with this video, we're going with this angle instead, and I hope that I've been in focus this whole time, because out the corner of my eye I can see the focus square is fucking bouncing all over the place. Oddly enough, there is a field full of geese over there. Weird. There must be 40 of them. I'm going to include a clip now, just so you know I'm not making it up. And I think I'll wrap this video up there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for all of the support on my recent videos. I hope you enjoy this video. Please do give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And until the next video, peace.